Okay, so this is what everyone is talking about and has been talking about. Obviously, I think you know what I'm talking about. um, so Megan started off a whirlwind of more speculation and everything that's happened with Tori. She started out by posting a picture of her bullet wounds to Instagram to shut everyone up who said she was lying. She posted this picture and basically was like, you know, it's fucked up that everyone thinks I'm a liar for this. Obviously, I'm not lying. And showed her bullet wounds on Instagram. I don't know if you guys saw that. And then shortly after she posted that, news broke from the LA County that the district attorney is looking to charge Tori with felony assault. Then it really all began. Megan subtweets Tori for lying and took to Instagram Live to officially name him as her shooter, said she never hit him and it had nothing to do with Kylie. And then she spoke on how she lied in the initial police report because she feared for Tori's life as the officers were aggressive, and says that his team has been covering up and lying for him. I want to know if you guys, obviously you guys saw these clips, Bilal, I'm sure you've seen them.
Yeah.
Do you guys think Tori's career is done? Do you think he's done for? Bilal, you go first.
You know what's fucked up to say is, like, in a weird way, I feel like this actually benefits both Meg and Tori.
Why do you say that?
Because I just feel like, I don't think it was staged at all, but I feel like the fact that, like, we're sitting here talking about it on a podcast, it's gaining their, you know how they say, like, oh, like, there's no such thing as bad publicity. Like, no matter what you do, like, it benefits you as long as people are talking about you.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel right now with the Tori and Meg stuff. Like, I hate to bring it up, but, like, was Chris Brown's career over?
First of all, Chris Brown posted today and he said, "Stop bringing me up and shit that
I Yo, it's been like, oh.
I hear you on that.
Like, I don't know. I don't think his career is over. It's more so of a thing like, will he go to jail? You know, like, I don't think his career is over. I feel like you got Tekashi 6ix9ine running the streets of New York right now. We're good.
The king.
He's going to be fine.
The king of NYC. Just put some respect on his name.
Apollo really rides.
He's going to be fine.
But so, okay, let me ask you this then. Because a lot of people are either not people weren't believing that he did it, which it's obvious he did do it. But in the sense of him doing it, like, what do you think? Like, do you think this was done on like he purposely aimed at her? You think it was an accident? You think it is what it is? Like,
I think cocaine is a hell of a drug. Oh, I think you know, like, sometimes you just get caught up, and, like,
facts.
If people are actually thinking that they actually were entwined in a relationship of some sort intimately, then I also think intimacy is a hell of a drug and will make you do some crazy shit.
Yeah.
I'm not sitting here saying what Tori did was good. I'm just saying, like, damn, like, at the end of the day, if Meg wants to press charges, that's on her. If she doesn't, that's also on her. It's like, I don't know. I don't think Tori went out of his way to, like, intentionally shoot her.
Yeah.
I just think that the niggas fucked up, to be honest. Like,
I got
tweaking.
I got heat on Twitter. I wasn't saying nothing too crazy. I wasn't trying to say nothing too crazy. I am skeptical of a lot of things, right?
I think I know what tweet you're talking about already.
Yeah, and so I forget what I said exactly, but I was just skeptical of the story.
I know what it was.
Yeah.
You said that her bullet wounds didn't look like bullet wounds. Was it that one?
I think I said that before. I think that I was like 2:00 in the morning. I woke up in the middle of the night.
By the way, those are bullet wounds.
Those are bullet wounds? They look like, all right. Sorry, whatever. It resembled what, like, a cut looks like. But when I saw the live and everything, I'm like,
yeah, but technically,
sorry, you cut out. Say
it. No, I was gonna say, but technically, even if it ricochets and hits her in the foot, it's still a shot. No.
Yeah. So it. Even I said in that tweet, I was like, it doesn't look like she got shot. I said at the very least, a graze. You know, I'm not taking away the fact that she was injured.
But does that make it any different, though?
I would say.
Why, if he was still aiming at her?
I would say. So if it ricocheted or grazed, my only thing was to say that. The only thing I was trying to say is, out of all the arguments Tory Lanez has been into, you're telling me this is the one that he wanted to pull out the equalizer and get busy?
Well,
but hold on. Now it sounds like I'm kind of sounding crazy, but what I was really trying to get at is the story in itself. I'm not saying she wasn't injured or wasn't shot. I'm just saying the story in itself. To me, I'm skeptical. She was injured. I'm not taking that away from her. The story and how she got injured is just very skeptical to me. Maybe it was a heated argument and the gun went off by accident. Maybe, but she was still hit. She was injured at that night. She was limping. You have proof.
I kind of agree with you on that one.
Yeah. Well, I think we're all in the same boat with that, because my thing, she said his security was there. She said it was a big fight and his, like, in the car, and her security was there. But in the footage I seen from the arrest, his security wasn't in the car. And when her friend got out, she said there was nobody else. So that part confused me. But I have a really hard time believing that Tory deliberately took the gun to hurt her and, like, aim at her. I feel like, I want to say it was an accident, but at the same time, like, I wasn't there. You know what I mean? And at the same time, he hasn't said anything to come out and say it was an accident. And then I also started thinking, if it was an accident, he should have come out and said something by now to say that it was literally an accident. Like, obviously he was aiming at the floor, the fact that he hit the back of her feet. But yes, I agree. Like, her wounds are wounds. It's fucked up that it happened and it does suck. But again, there's a missing part to the story that we're all kind of just waiting on. And yeah, like, I seen online, a lot of people are like a lot of Americans specifically are like, oh, I don't understand, this guy says he's from the fucking streets, like, he doesn't know anything about street life. And I'm like, yeah, it's no secret to anyone in Canada and the GTA that Tory never really lived a real street life. All he did was credit card fraud. That's it. So it's no secret to anybody about that. So I don't know, these Americans are like freaking out over it, and I'm like, yeah, we already knew that, because they're like, oh, he doesn't live what he raps about. And we're like, yeah, we know. So
yeah, but how many rappers do live what they rap about?
Exactly.
You know? Like, come on.
So people were like flipping about that.
You're supposed to, as an artist, you embellish.
No, that's facts. I think, you know what? I do have to fear that, because, like, he didn't, like, he got pretty far and he got pretty popular and he has that notoriety, but he still did not get to where I think he deserved to get to talent-wise. And because of that reason, I think there is a possibility that his shit, like, his career could be done on the American side at least. Like, we might listen to him because we really know he has that talent and he deserves to be at a level close enough to
I feel like more Americans were questioning Meg than Tory, though.
Really? I
do, yeah. From what I'm seeing on Twitter, I feel like most of them are like thinking Meg's not giving the full story. I don't think it has anything to do with Canadians. I feel like Americans are still riding with Tory too.
That's interesting. Everything I seen in the one comment that stuck out to me, somebody said, send this elf back to Canada. And I was like, what the fuck? He ruined not only Brampton, all of Canada. Like, he fucking, him and Tristan Thompson both destroyed the whole fucking country. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, so
it is a tough one.
Yeah, like, it's already been fuck Brampton from time, but like, this just kind of went crazy. But I don't know if you guys saw afterwards, Whack 100. So a lot of people are talking about whether or not Megan would be considered a snitch. Whack 100 came out and said Megan is not considered a snitch because she's a civilian and not from the streets. Agree? Disagree?
I mean, I'm not from the streets either, but, you know, the only thing I can say is that she may not be from the streets, but a lot of people like to coin that she stays around street people. So she probably adopted some of the mentality to where at first she did not want to speak because of the adopted mentality from the people she has around her. And then what had probably happened, her conscience started to creep in. She started to deal with it. And it was like, I feel like, why am I holding it in? I'm a victim. I want to let the people know I want justice.
But what was she supposed to do? She got shot in the foot. Is she supposed to just like not call somebody?
No, I see the thing is, I'm not saying it. She is. I'm not saying she was. I was saying the first time you do it, like, fuck this, bam.
Well,
I
she
got
said
caught.
she didn't do that because
Yeah.
like the police were aggressive, right? She didn't want them to like shoot him or her or any of them.
Yeah. What hold on. What did I say that's wrong? What?
No, you said how come she didn't go like bam, that's him.
No, I didn't say that. I said what I said.
Did he say that or did he not say that?
No, I said that after Vala has said what's she supposed to do. I was like, bam. But I said, you know, when you're around people, you adopt some of the mentality.
Yeah.
Right? If I'm around some she might have some street people around her, so she might adopt some of the mentality in terms of, and also the music industry is full of gangsters, but you might adopt some of the mentality to where it's like, oh, these are my people, and I want to, you know, fit in. Not to say fit in, but like these are some of the things I was supposed to happen. So maybe it just took her a long time to get to the point where she got to right now. She might have been battling her own like values and morals based on the friends and the people that she surrounds herself with, to where we got to live and she wanted to admit everything, you know.
Bilal.
Does that make sense? Does that make sense to you?
She didn't admit stuff till like later on though. You know what I mean? Like I feel like the only reason why she spoke out about it is because people were pressing her on Twitter.
That's what I was.
You know what I'm saying? Like she originally wasn't trying to talk shit in general. She wasn't even trying to say Tory shot her. She only said it because everyone kept fucking saying that she was making up the story and shit, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And Tory has been the whole time, so that's saying something too.
Yeah.
I just want to know what the fuck really happened. Like, it's just it's been like a month, no, since it went down.
Yeah, I feel like we're never. I feel like the three things that in the hip hop industry that we will never know what's going to happen is what really happened in the elevator with J B and her sister, what really went down with Megan and Tory, and what really went down with Terrence J and that girl inside the Lamborghini.
By the way, they're not dating anymore. She has a new boyfriend.
Yeah, see, we will never know. Those are the three things we'll never know. We'll never know the true story. And I'm okay with that at this point.
I don't think she would be considered a snitch, to be honest with you, because she didn't necessarily rap or proclaim to live a life that similar to what Tekashi did. That's why people were so about Tekashi, because he really went out there and was faking shit, like from the whole thing about being Chief Keef's hood at 3 a.m. and all that stuff, right? So I don't think she could be considered a snitch at this point.
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's just my opinion on it. But JoJo followed suit with Kalani and decided to take Tory off of her deluxe album. So Kalani took him off, said she would take him off the regular if she could. Yeah. JoJo just said the same thing. She took him off the deluxe. Do you guys think they're blackballing him too soon? Should they be waiting for him to talk? Like
JoJo, the girl that said right now.
No, it's
calm down.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She's finally getting back her career, man. Shout out to her.
She's but I don't know. Do you think they're blackballing him too soon?
I think if they take him off the album just like that, like, you know what I mean, without hearing both sides of the story, it kind of speaks to their character as well. You know what I mean? Like they're so quick just to switch up like that. You know, like I don't know. You form your own opinion about somebody, and then you just act based on that opinion, not based on what you think other people are going to think about it. Like, take, for example, like everyone's trying to cancel Ellen right now. You know what I mean? So it's like, obviously a celebrity is going to say, don't cancel Ellen because Ellen's probably nice to those fucking celebrities.
Yeah.
But like, as like a worker who worked for Ellen is going to get a different side of the story. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I feel like you need to hear both sides before making a decision. It kind of just tells me Kalani and JoJo are like flimsy. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, I like the way Bilal thinks because I'm just like that. I am just like that.
You guys disagreed on like 2 things, so don't say.
What are you talking about? What? Hold on. Are we not allowed to disagree? Are we not allowed to disagree?
Yeah, but you're like, I like the way he thinks. I am just like that. Oh.
Listen, guys are simple. Right? Yeah. We're simple creatures.
Yeah. Facts.
We're not all that complicated either.
Facts. But the thing, so I'm going to bounce off. I'm piggybacking off what he said, right? The fact that these guys took him off the deluxe albums it says more, like he was saying, it says more about them rather than what it says about the situation. But also, it shows that they want to pander to their fan base, right? think about it.
Yeah.
Right now, we used to call, well, maybe 2 years ago it was POC, but now it's more so woman-centric society, to where you gotta pander to the female audience. You gotta pander to that female base, the progressive base, to a point to where whoa, this guy is not messing with black women, or quote unquote black women, or not women at all. Hey man, I'm a woman. I'm trying to get that base to come to me. We're gonna shit on the guys who are coming at women sideways regardless. So this is what they're doing, and sadly, this is how they get money, man. So
It's so funny too, because it's so controversial. It's so controversial too, because like the moment you have an opposing view, even me saying this is controversial. Me having an opposing view to someone who's a woman or someone who's LGBT, like, yo, as soon as that shit, like, you've kind of, it sucks to say, but like, you kind of have to hold your tongue on certain things, because you don't want to risk your career by saying things that are questioned. Because for all I know, if I'm wrong, just call me out. Just say that I'm ignorant. You know what I mean? If I said some shit about women or LGBT, and you're like, oh, well, actually, this fact, then I could sit there and be like, oh, okay, I was ignorant to it, you know? Yeah. But people don't even give you the chance to be ignorant. They're like, yo, you're done without even having that opportunity.
They blindly ride. Blindly ride. And that's the sad part, because I'll just make this short, I was talking to someone, and it was all about the situation. I asked them, I questioned the story, and I was like, if I'm the only one that if you don't question it, and if I'm the only one that's questioning it, that makes me an outlier, right? Yeah. And he responded by saying, yes, I question him too. I question the story too, but ... I believe all black women. So it kind of like, no, you don't. So where do you stand with me? Like, where does this conversation stand? It's like, if you question, well, you automatically believe. That means you never really question to believe it.
But fuck that shit. Fuck the trust black women, trust black men. Like, I just don't trust people. It has nothing to do. I don't give a fuck if you're black, white, Mexican. I don't give a fuck. I don't trust anybody. Like, let me get both sides of anything before coming to a conclusion about some shit.
I think, what's it called? Kalani was saying, because she spoke out on this, because everyone was like, why did you take him off? And she was like, oh, Megan is like actually my friend. So like, I have to support her regardless, which is fine. JoJo, on the other hand, I don't think she has a relationship with Megan. So I think they're blackballing him way too soon, and they need to hear both sides of the story. I mean, everybody was just loving his Chicks tape not too long ago. So like, let's not forget that.
But I do think the fact that Tori's not saying anything kind of says
I know, but it
in the same breath, I do feel like, I don't know. You would think if you're innocent, you would say some shit, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's what I was thinking with the whole accident thing, but
he's facing real charges, so think about it like that.
He might not be able to talk about it as well. Yeah,
that's true. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to end it off with saying that this is how, one, Brampton man, two, if we count Tristan Thompson, ruined it for all of Canada. And Drake, we need you to fix this. Thank you.